What's good with y'all boys? We're really back, and this time we're doing this Chinese anime, or not really anime, I guess, but like it's called the Super Cube. They adapted it from like a web manga, and I think it's pretty good. I was really just scrolling through TikTok for real, and the animation really caught my eye. If I was watching JJK for a second. Episode one begins with this character over here. They haven't told us his name yet, and he keeps on looking at his watch, saying that time's running out, and apparently he has teleportation powers. And then transitions over to this girl, and then she gets a call on her phone saying that they come to get you. That's when all of a sudden the room that she was in was empty, and then the officer had to get her. She then gets told to run as four guys with suits surround her. The guy on the phone is giving immaculate calls. We still don't know who it is yet, but it's like he knows everything that's going on in front of her. This might feel familiar later on in the video. The voice on the phone tells her to open the door. She struggles at first, but eventually the door finally opens. The character on the phone then hits a cold ass TP and then gets the girl before the people in the suits can go and get her. The guy first attempts to try to run away with the girl in his hands, but then when he gets shot at, he realizes that he has to get active and lays her down. He then hits a backup for literally no reason whatsoever and starts getting PC. He then hits the meanest combos on these guys while getting jumped. His code is flying in the air, and while he's fighting them, his code lands right back on him. This guy's moving like Jinwoo. Right now he's still piecing them up and barely has a scratch on him, and then they take the fight to the air. He gets sent to the air and keeps on giving these guys the meanest combos. He sent this grown robot flying. This character is facing the jumping session with literally no difficulty. He is fully chilling. One of them, however, is still standing. He then says, guess he has no choice now, and takes off his jacket. That's how you know he was locked in. The person this character is fighting lifts a whole entire building and gets ready to throw it at him. The character, however, isn't even fazed by that. He takes out his hand, and then he slashes the building, like he has wood-cutting slash. The character then transforms it into a big cube, and sends it right back at him, sending multiple bricks at a time. He evaporated, bro. Turns out he put bro in damn near a domain expansion. He then tries to pull out a switch on him, but turns out he can't do anything while he's in there. The main character for right now, however, decides to make the platform into water, drowning bro. He then says at the end of it, hoping that this time has a different ending, hitting at some time travel, moving like it's erased. The girl from earlier seems like she was just in a nap and then wakes up, and this boy asks for help in his homework. Then, however, we see that the watch that the character had previously was on the desk. That seemed like where we were previously was like the past, and now we're in the present time where I think they're high schoolers, like college students, they're just chilling and drinking. They're doing some like off-brand like Truth or Dare, but this time it's like Jenga. I don't even know like how they decided to do this game, but like this game low-key mid, I'm not gonna lie. Cause she lost the Jenga game, cause like she was looking at like the boy, she then has to answer the question. And the question is to say the name of the person that you're in love with, slash your crush. Our main character gets a little excited after that though. His name's like Jiao Xue. And then his friend over here is asking why he's so excited. He basically starts yapping. He's like, we're just childhood friends. And he really thinks that this girl, Yao, hasn't got feelings for him. After getting pressed by the group, she decides just to say who her crush is, and turns out it's our main character, Jiao Xue. I mean, props to my boy. But like at the same time, this is so unrealistic. When does this ever happen? No girl's ever gonna be so blunt about their feelings like it is here. This is just so fake. If she was a tsundere, getting to this moment alone would take about 5 seasons. And I'm talking to you, run a girlfriend offer. After the group basically fries her because of her choice, she then says the reason for her decision is because she's observed him closely since elementary school. Even he's surprised that she confessed to him. I mean, this bullshit would never happen in any Japanese anime. Because Japan like dragging stuff out for no reason whatsoever. Those guys are doing it for the love of the game. Right when he thought shit was about to be sweet, he gets pressed immediately after for it at the bridge. They're punching him, kicking him. This guy can't catch a break. Turns out he got caught by like hooligans in the North City gang. I'm just gonna assume it's like the Chinese version of the Yakuza, but then got nowhere near the same aura. I mean, this whole pressing makes literally zero sense whatsoever. They're pressing him for the girl confessing to him. Where have you ever heard that? These guys are actually brain dead. While he's getting impressed, Yao calls him, and then the worst fear that I have happens to him. They got his bitch on FaceTime while he's getting pressed by them. I cannot go out like this. Switch is coming out immediately. Sunjun tries to like manipulate or like gaslight this guy by like trying to press him to like not want to go after Yao anymore. but because he's on his FaceTime with this girl, he had to be locked in. He basically says that he's never qualified to pursue How, and it's fine going out like that. He then tries to have the last laugh by saying "you trash" and then headbutting this guy. This headbutt, however, sends him right into the ocean. When they realize he might actually die to drowning, they start tweaking. They really do not want to catch a body. I knew they were sweet. We then go back over to Junsha's childhood and basically go to like the first meeting he had of Yao when he got like a bunch of cuts and bruises and she basically aided him. While he's falling deep into the ocean, he notices a light that's inside it. Turns out it's a cube. When he gets near the cube starts going inside him. Pause. After it looks like the cube is fully infused with him, he gets put into a cubic realm. He then gets something that's similar to Jinwoo's system, saying that he can teleport to anywhere within the area. All of a sudden, he gets teleported to the bridge that he got thrown off of, and he thinks he's about to fall, but turns out now he can fly. The hooligans, however, are still trying to find Xiao Shi. All of a sudden now, he's at his school, like classroom, and now the system's talking to him. And he's wondering why he has a voice inside his head. Right before he's about to have a conversation with the system gives another immaculate call out, saying that someone is nearby. Due to this call out, he decides, Xiao Shi, to go back home. He basically gets a call from Miao, saying like, I thought you were dead, and like, why didn't you call me? But Xiao Shi decides to be nonchalant. He basically caps, saying that he swam to shore, and that they're probably still looking for him. He then just ends the call on her, even though Yao still wants to talk. After ending the call with her, he basically says he doesn't want to get Yao involved, and then tries to have another conversation with the cube. This time the cube, however, sends him floating in the air, like he's Gojo. He basically gets teleported back into like the cube realm he was in before, and the system says that he is his master. He said that it's called the Ultimate Universe system. Basically, the place he's in is like a cube portable space, and he says that the cube's goal is to make him become king of the world. And that's the end of episode 1. Alright, basically, like, we're on episode, like, 5 now. I mean, like, my bad for, like, time skipping like crazy. But, like, there's not much to see. It was just him getting stronger. And now he has to run a gauntlet to get his girl back. He's gonna have to move like Prime Sukuna. First up on the gauntlet is this Akijit. The person who, like, kidnapped, or I guess, like, captured his girl, put him on the TV screen so that she could watch the fight. Xiao Shi starts the fight being cautious. Realizing that his punches don't do anything, he has to figure out a different strategy. He basically makes the Aki guy think that's a fist fight, so he can figure out other weaknesses. All of a sudden during the fight, he says that he understands it now, and starts putting in the work. Once he starts hitting the Jinwoo step, I already knew he won the fight. He basically keeps on evading this guy's punches, seeing that his attacks are predictable. Then, he does some Spider-Man trolling, says prepare for this kick, but then pulls out a hammer, like he's Nobara. That's when the key he needed falls out, and the first opponent of his gauntlet is defeated. I just feel the fit that this guy has on. This guy's a tracksuit on and blue jays. It's honestly respect. Right as he's progressing up the stairs to get ready for his next fight in the gauntlet, he gets a kunai thrown at him. His opponent is about to face, basically calls him weak, saying how did he even manage to beat Pablo, the person he just fought. He then says that he's going to be waiting for him upstairs. Right before he's getting ready to fight, turns out that the combat strength of the guy he's about to fight is 20 higher than his, so he has to be locked in. Once he gets upstairs, turns out all the lights are out, and the guy he's about to fight is trying to use no lights to his advantage. He basically decides to use all his attacks from like coming out from the stealth or like the shadows, like he's Batman. Once he came out the shadows, it was straight hands from there, but our MC used all these knives. He even had like a reverse kunai ability, but our MC saw through that and dodged it and returned a kick for return. He then sent another kick, making this guy fly. For some reason, like literally for like no reason whatsoever, he starts saying the nonchalant gimmick again. He starts trash talking like he's Peter Parker, fake yawning, and saying he wants to end this quickly. Right before he's about to walk him down with his hands in his pockets, the guy goes back inside the shadows. He then tries to only attack from the shadows, but doesn't know that the main character has a full awareness of what's going on around him. He then tries to up his speed even more, going side to side across the room, but that even phase Xiao Shi, and he handles the fight easily. being the second opponent that he defeats in this gauntlet. Next up, he had to run it against his Unk. I was like yapping about like random Unk stuff. He basically tries to skip the cutscene and tries to go straight to attacking him. However, he got quickly humbled. This Unk decides to use this as like a learning session for him, and then puts the character Xiao Shi through it. Basically, for this fight, Xiao Shi only has to last one more minute before he's able to get his advanced level gems upgrade. During this minute that Xiao Shi is trying to like survive, so he's able to get his upgrade, he's really trying to put in the work because this Unk is a really good opponent. After trying like a whole lot of like petty tricks and like trying to run, he then starts getting pieced up. And I mean pieced up badly, like it was Batman fighting Bane. He pretty much I think like breaks his arm here and then slams him into the wall. But thankfully, Xiao Shi finally got his upgrade. The upgrade basically gave him like a Jinwoo like instant recovery, and now he has the Jinwoo Blue Aura. Right when Unk thought it was about to be a fun fight now, he gets humbled very shortly. He hits some mean like double jab, like he's Batman with the shock gloves in Arkham Origins. If you know, you know. After sending him far back with one punch, he then comes straight back in with a black flash. I did not know I was watching Yuji Itadori. I mean, now I just have to go off topic, but the way that Yuji was doing Sukuna with those black flashes was honestly prime JJK. Waiting for Twitter leaks of all those chapters was honestly so fire. I mean, niggas were saying anything before those chapters dropped. They were saying like Gojo back, like Yuji domain. It was crazy. And don't think I forgot about that bum Megumi. That guy was completely useless. I mean, now Nagi is also like his twin because they both the potential, man. And I mean, how did Megumi come out unscathed from the whole entire incident? He had how many infinite voids? He had like 20 infinite voids, 8 Yuta's infinite voids in Gojo's body. I mean, he should be coming back with at least brain damage, bare minimum. Anyways, sorry to go off topic, but going back to Super Cube, the finishing blow to this guy was basically a divergent fist with like black flash sparks. Still, doing his best Yuji impression. At this point, the person who was like in charge of like the kidnapping of Yao was getting worried because his best warriors were losing to this guy, and he might be next. Right when he's getting ready for his next fight in the gauntlet, the system basically tells him to chill out because his physical and psychological indicators are showing that he needs to calm down. He basically shrugs it off on some nonchalant shit and gets ready to fight his next 2 opponents. And that's the end of episode 5. Episode 6 begins right where we left off. This girl is ecstatic to see him. For some reason, before they start the fight, they check to see if he's superhuman or not, and they also see that his eternal power is near 0. They also find out that he has like no systematic fighting skills, so he's just fighting with pure strength. He might be Kenpachi. This girl starts fiending, saying that he could boost her powers. Don't know what this means, but I guess he's cooking. Turns out her name is Jalin. Turns out that like she's low-key a freak. I mean, she's like a masochist, so like anytime he punches her back, she like starts fiending like it's Food Wars. I mean, is she fixable? I don't know. Turns out that she's like a full-on perv, and I don't really blame bro for like not fighting back, cause like what even is the strategy here? She then hits another spin kick like she's Harley Quinn, sending him absolutely flying into the wall. Xiao Shi decides, oh well, you asked for it, and starts fighting back. But every time he punches her, she gets horny. The thing is, I know niggas who actually want a girl like this. I mean, we can't just ask for a normal girl. This is exactly people's type, and that's crazy to me. At this point, I don't even know what's going on in this fight anymore. It kind of is like exchanging punches, but like anytime he hits her, she just gets horny. So like, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. She then says, is that all you got? And starts getting active. That's when it's revealed she has like a tailed like beast almost, like similar to like Naruto's like tailed beast, but this time like she has like a tiger. So I guess that's like where her personality comes from, but like that doesn't really make much sense. Anyways, Unk over here tries to tell her to calm down, but she didn't care about none of that and told him to stay out of this. Now she's like full cheetah mode, like she has like claws on everything, straight slashing this guy. She then like pulls up behind him and then slashes him again in like the arm and then licks the blood or drinks the blood. Like she's like actually a freak. The way that Darlene was doing him, she actually got him to get blood on his J's. I mean, that's so sad, bro. After Xiao Shi gets sent flying, he says he really has to lock in. He doesn't want to die. He barely weaves his slash, and then she starts speed blitzing him. All of a sudden now she could flash up like she's Ichigo. I mean, what even is the scaling in this universe? I guess everyone has powers? I guess it's like a normal thing? I don't know. And then for some reason, she takes a bite of bro. She's licking her lips and teeth like she's having some immaculate eats. It looks like Darlin's about to go Super Saiyan. Unk, however, wasn't about to let her do that, puts her to sleep. Unk was ready to get active, but realized he still has to heal Darlin. Basically letting his Yao Shi go save Yao. Yao Shi takes this opportunity to start like yapping it up, saying, so you're gonna like give up on the fight, blah blah blah. Basically, Unk's like, nah bro, I'm not gonna like backdoor you, you're chilling, and even makes a truce with him. Yao Shi, however, is really a troll and was like recording him. Honestly, I really mess with this guy's personality. He's just trolling it up. He's even trolling, saying if he could sell it at a pawn shop. Unk decides to not fall for the rage bait and just keeps it cool. And then pans over to find shit over here, but like, she's on the call with like the Unk we just saw earlier, but while they're in the call, she gets packed. She seems to have got packed by the character we saw in the intro. We then pan over back to the guy who like set up this whole kidnapping. This guy over here, his name is Mushan, and he basically says all your assassins have been wiped, and decides that it's his turn to get active. And that concludes Supercube Episode 6.
I'm rich, I ain't rent one. I'm on counter where I get my tent. She asking for money, I send some. Get her hair and her nails and her hips done. All the trucks BP, we got 10 on. When you talk about it.